Hi, I'm Bill Black from Spirit River. It's my pleasure to show you how to use LiteBrite. And one of the flies I'd like to tie today is a LiteBrite Minnow, a Mighty Minnow. And this is what it looks like. You can see it's primarily made up of LiteBrite. We were the original people to come up with LiteBrite. We sell it in two different forms. We sell the hanked version, which is kind of a long version, and we also sell a short version, which you can see here. Comes in a bag, and you can use the long version and center tie it and use it for wings. The short version a lot of times I'll use for dubbing. So let me show you how to tie one of these. These flies are fast, easy, and really effective. Bass love them, trout love them. What I'm going to start with here is I'm going to put on a base of thread, and then I'm going to put on a Spirit River Dazzle Eye, which I should have had prepared in advance, but I didn't. If you're going to use a small eye like this, you can simply tie it on top of the hook. If you're going to use a much heavier hook, you want to flip it over. Now when I tie it in, I crisscross it, and then I lock it down by going around and cinching that together. I'm going to bring this back so that I can prepare a body, but before I do, I'm going to put a little drop of glue on that eye to make sure it's nice and strong. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of the LiteBrite Pearl Blue. This is a really fine LiteBrite, and a lot of the LiteBrite just kind of varies in how it's cut and the nature of the material. It's a bit inconsistent in that, and you just have to kind of learn to work with it. So what I've done is I've twisted a noodle onto my thread, and basically I'm just building a simple little body, and I'm going to go right up here, right before the eyes. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit more of this, and I'm going to again center tie it. So I kind of stretch my material out, and I center tie it. Well, I try to. There you go. And you can split the material up a little bit and swing it down, around, and underneath, and then bring your thread back, and that locks it in. I really like to use a little bit of this. This one's called Pearl Green, and again I'm going to set it underneath, and I'm going to take a wrap, and I'm going to pull it back on itself and take another wrap. And I'm going to take a little bit more of it, and I'm going to, when I lay it down here, I kind of spread it a little, take a wrap, fold it back. So again, this is called my center tie technique, and there you've got the belly of the fly, you've got the body underneath, and you can use any color you want. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this, we call this Holographic Silver, and this is what I primarily use a lot on my minnows, particularly if you want a silver minnow. And again, I just folded it, and where I folded it, I'm going to cut it, I'm going to lay it over the top, smoosh it down just a little bit, and then fold it back. Okay, now you're seeing this whole minnow start to take shape. Now I'm going to take a little bit more, and this is kind of the key one here. You put this on, I center tie it, I'm going to lift it up and bring my thread, make sure there's a base of thread under there, and I'm going to tie it down in front. Then I'm going to quickly bring my thread all the way to the back, pull this over, voila. Now you've got that whole front covered. Next I'm going to take this one, which is Black Pearl, and it's basically kind of a gold and copper, and I'm going to take some of this LiteBrite, I'm going to lay it over the top. Ooh, this looks good. Again, I'm going to jump up in front where the head's at, take one wrap, head towards the back, pull it over, cinch it down tight, jump up in front. I mean, you can add and add and add. You could add a little black to this if you wanted, which is always nice. In fact, I'll do that just to show you what it looks like for the effect. It's pretty cool. You could actually tie it on the sides if you wanted. So again, I'm center tying it, a couple wraps in front, jump to the head. So that just kind of goes right in between those eyes. Pull it back, tie it in. Give myself a little room for my knot. I do a quick whip finish. Cinch up my whip finish as always. Nip my thread. Now, the fun thing is taking a magic marker, and I'm going to go down here, and I pull it tight when I do this, and oh man, this really gives it the par marks and makes it look like a minnow. Now I'm going to do the other side as well. Won't take long. Then the last technique is to take this minnow and take one cut like this and go underneath and take another cut. Trim any really odd ones out from the sides and add a drop of glue on both the head and right there where you put all those wraps of thread right behind the eye. And that is an absolutely beautiful little minnow that's fast and easy to tie. Uses a lot of nice LiteBrite materials. The other thing we do with this is we put polar air in that, which is this material, and you can make big saltwater flies using the same thing, a mix of LiteBrite and this polar air. So next time you want to tie a minnow with our LiteBrite material, please do so. Please use Spirit River materials. We appreciate your support. We're a small family-owned company, and we're trying our best to please the fly tyers. Thanks a lot. Bye.